Welcome to The Terrible Take, a mini podcast telling Steelers Nation what's on our mind. I'm Alex Kozora. It's official. Steven Nelson is off the roster, cut yesterday, and as much as I loathe that move, it's the one Pittsburgh has made. Now they'll turn to, as they always say, next man up. As we sit here today, and things can and will change throughout the rest of free agency and the draft, Cam Sutton is probably the first man in replacing Steven Nelson. But based on the current roster, Sutton is at least likely to kick to the nickel and sub package, which the Steelers run about 2/3 of the time, which leaves a vacancy again at the right corner spot. The first man who comes to mind in filling that is James Pierre, the second-year corner who made the team out of camp, and they seem to be pretty high on. But, as Matthew Marksey recently wrote about, we shouldn't completely forget about Justin Layne either. Okay, context. I didn't like the team drafting Layne out of Michigan State back in 2019. Thought he was too raw, too slow, too stiff-tipped, bad combination. Pittsburgh thought they had a worthwhile project who could grow and develop. 2 years in, and Lane's NFL future doesn't look great. He's been a decent special teamer, a serviceable gunner, and he's had some clear obstacles to overcome, to be fair to him. You couldn't expect much from his rookie year, nor did the Steelers need to count on him, and last year was tough with the pandemic, canceling the offseason, preseason, etc. NFL's a cruel business, though, as the Steelers just showed by dumping Steven Nelson. Rookies don't get 4 years to prove themselves. They get 2. Year 1, you can write off being a rookie. Year 2, though, things don't get better. The heat's turned up. And Layne struggled with his assignments and coverage and limited action last season. According to our charting, he allowed 3 catches on 5 targets for over 40 yards in 2020 and at the highest passer rating against of any Steelers DB. Now, yes, that's an awfully small sample size. I completely recognize that. But there hasn't been much to show that Layne is going to be the player the Steelers hoped he'd be. That makes this summer critical for Justin Layne. This is probably his last shot to prove he can be an NFL corner and not just a special teamer. Pierre may be the favorite. I think he will be, but Layne will get his chance too. It's not like Pierre has some sort of lengthy, proven track record. Layne's going to have to be more consistent, make more plays on the football, and show he can cover vertical routes on an island. Maybe he can. I'm not ready to completely write him off, but if he doesn't impress in camp in the preseason, the Steelers will be. Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every weekday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out The Terrible Podcast with myself and Dave Bryan every Tuesday and Friday.